Welcome to How I Built My Small Business. I'm Anne McGinty, host of the show. While full-length guest episodes are on hold for the holidays, I've prepared a collection of short, impactful episodes to keep you inspired until season 2. Let's dive in.
Don't necessarily squeeze yourself as a square peg into a round hole. It's really about finding what you love and also not pressuring yourself. I didn't start this photography business till I was 36 years old.
You have to know who you are. You have to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in your own message, then how will the people that you would like to visit you, schedule with you, how would they believe you too? How would they see what you're doing as worthwhile?
Go for it and be confident and everything will work out, because I feel like a lot of my holding back on things was a result of just like having fear or anxiety.
Whatever fear you have about your worthiness in a room, no one else is concerned about you, actually. No one else is in their minds going, she's not enough or she's not worthy. Really, people are too busy. It's not that they don't care about you. It's just that all the voices in your head that are negative self-talk, just know that nobody else is thinking in that way about you, in the capacity that you are, to the extent that you are, that this is mostly all you, if not all you. So you need to, again, turn inward and quiet the sound and go in there and show up and do the work. And I just wish I had had more of an understanding of actually how people think. And the truth is, most people don't care as much about whatever's going on in your head as you are. So just deal with it. It's not something that can be resolved externally.
And you said you're right. I was so lucky that I did get cancer. That journey for me just changed everything. Like, I was about to go work for Billabong, a surf company, try and climb the corporate ladder, move to Auckland in the middle of a city that doesn't,
Oof.
because that's what everybody did when they retired. They went into the surf industry. And then I had that journey with cancer and my health, and I just realized, no, that's not what I want. That's not what I'm passionate about. So don't conform. Don't feel like you have to do what everybody else is doing, and start something you're passionate about. Yeah.
It's actually not coming from outside that matters. It's not it's not the praise that's going to come from the world that's going to matter. And you're going to chase it for a while and think that's what's going to matter. But when you get it, you're going to realize that it's empty and have to go find it all over again on the inside. So if you could circumnavigate that and just start right now loving yourself and just accepting yourself as you are, imperfect and all. And you have to rewire that. What is success? What does it look like? Who am I proving anything to? No. Over and over, I have to go back. Nope. This is about you. And this is about your purpose and what brings you joy. This really isn't about anyone else. Over and over again. What we do is we hide and we hide and we hide it until we realize no one is listening. Why is no one listening? Because you're not telling the true story. You're not telling what's true. And so I would have them practice that vulnerability.
I never really understood how to understand who I was in relation to who I thought I should be. It's okay to not always be so strong. You can be weak and vulnerable, and it's beautiful too.
I think the most important thing is learn, and keep taking actions. Practice doesn't make things perfect. It's perfect practice. And imagine you're in the wilderness and you have a river running. You're on this side of the river. And then on the other side of the river is your life goals. Okay. How do you get to the other side? You got to build a bridge, right? So knowledge is going to be that bridge where you can cross over and get to your goals. So if you try to start something without knowledge, it would be like you walking into the river and then you're just going to get carried away with the river.
Just believe in yourself. I didn't think that I was capable of having my own business. When I decided that I wanted to stay in coffee, I figured that I would be an A+ employee. I'll do whatever you want. I'll be the cheerleader for the company wherever I go. And whatever it was with Amy and I, and whatever she saw in me, I'm so grateful for that, because sometimes you can't recognize it in yourself. But now that I'm older, I really see it in so many young people, so many people who work for me who are so talented and want to pursue other things. And like, I just want them to believe in themselves and believe that they're capable. You can go out there and do it. You can start the business. You can fail at it, and that's okay too. Like, just go out there and try it and do it.
I think when you're young, you do not have to know what you want to do. I think it is better to just do stuff, and at the very least start checking off things you don't want to do. You're like, I did sales, didn't want to do it. Flirted with law school, didn't do it. So I didn't really find the path, and that can feel kind of unnerving for people. So I always just tell people, like, look for three things: a big brand, valuable skill building like sales, and great mentorship. If you can get two of the three, that's a good opportunity. And if you can't figure out exactly what you want to do, just try something. And then if you don't want to do it, move on and check that off.
When we make a mistake, and it doesn't matter who is the cause of the mistake, when a mistake happens, we're dealing with it as a team. We're thinking about solutions and how to overcome it as a team, because everybody is going to make a mistake along their job sometime, somewhere, right? And it doesn't help when you just keep pointing, oh, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? It doesn't help. I've made my plenty share of mistakes, but it's that feeling of, hey, if I make that mistake, I know my team has my back. I know we're going to overcome this together. So then that way, when we're in the front line, we're trying to grow the business. We're trying to try different methods. We're not always going to feel like, oh no, I'm going to have a bullet to my head if I make a small mistake. Like, who wants to go out there and try?
I knew I've always wanted to do something on my own. When I got in an accident, there were like a lot of things that I was hurt on that I didn't know how were going to affect my life, and if I was going to really survive or live, or how it was going to be. But for sure, in that moment, it really gave me the vision to see, how's this going to end up? And if this was the end, this is all I did. So yes, I think it's one of the biggest things. You never know when things can go. And you want to feel good when they do. You want to feel what you accomplished and how you accomplished and where things end up.
Yeah, like it's better to try and fail than not.
Yeah, exactly. And if anything, the failures create good stories.
Take more risks earlier on, career-wise. You should do the risky stuff and the travel when you're young without the ties to hold you back, because that's when you can enjoy it the most. And by saying yes to things, you develop your confidence, your contacts, your network, everything.
It's okay to fail. What do you learn? Fail forward, fail fast. What's the learning experience in the failure?
I wish that I would have focused some energy on understanding finance and to put away, money, to start my own retirement fund, because that information isn't really something that's talked about, at least in the creative small business field. Everybody's talking about marketing and how to do Instagram and how to do this and all of that, but truly pay attention to your money and respect it.
Thanks for listening to this bite-sized episode of How I Built My Small Business. If you enjoyed it, share it with someone who might find it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe so you're ready when season 2 drops. As always, have a great day.